that's left for me is here in this eternity of isolation, isolation.
Morning. So I thought I would do a little garden update because it's been a little while since we've seen the garden and the weather's been a bit crazy, but it's kind of okay today. So I'll show you how my little plants are doing. Who's that? Joki and Daphne. Hi guys. Hi guys. Are you fighting over the garden? Oh, babies. Oh, Daphne, you're too easy. Right, okay. Hey, mister. You're so cute. Right. I'll start down here. These ones are all the same. Happy little trees. These are my little herby ones that Harry gave me. They're coming up quite nice. Surviving. Got these ones. I can't remember what they are, but they all flower. They're for bees and butterflies. And I put these babies in. The last time I did the garden, I think I showed you the empty pots. But they've started to sprout now. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. These are red hot pokers. And the sunflower's getting big. I've got them a little stick now. Paul's dad brought us a few extra plants, so we've got a little succulent. Got our other succulents. That's our peony now. Peony. Baby. A new little baby one. Just there. And then Paul's dad brought us this big one. Another red hot poker for our collection. And some little mint plants in here, which are very nice. Another sunflower. Our other peony. I can't remember which one's which is a shame. There's a white one and a pink one. But I guess we'll find out. More pokers. Daphne's been eating the grass, so they're starting to look a bit tatty. But they should survive once they get as chunky as this one, hopefully. These were Paul's daddy said that they were daisies. We'll wait and see how these are doing. Here's our biggest sunflower. Rosebush shrub thing. Here's the catmint. That's basically a whole plant now. Daphne's favourite plant. She's already been rolling around in it and smooshing it, but it bounces back pretty well. And then we don't know what these are. A little ivy thing. I'm not even sure what that one is. These are ones Paul's dad brought these three round because he noticed we had gaps between the plants. He wanted to fill them in. So they're nice. They're making it just a bit more green. But yeah, that's it. There we go. There's all our plants. Look how green it is now. So good. Daphne. And the table's got silver legs. Hey baby. What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go back in. It's starting to rain. To see Charlie's little spot because it's the cutest thing in the whole world. Isn't it, Charlie? Look at you and your big puffy. Charlie. Look at her. She's the queen. You're beautiful. Good girl. It's so foggy outside. It looks like Josie's bedroom is in the rainforest. Look at this weather. My God. Isn't that crazy? Can you hear the guinea pigs? I hear you squeaking. Yeah, I see you. Hey, little man. Hey, little man. Hey, happy boy. Are you thirsty? No, you got water. You're fine. Yeah. Mama will come to bed soon. Yeah. Hey, sweetie. Oh. You're going for a walk. I don't want to distract you. Going to Larson Castle. Yay! This is the Forest Nursery. Forest Kindergarten, where my mum works. Well, we used to work. So they've got a little teepee thing that they've made.
In that tree there, I had chocolate, so when the staff came the next day, they had treats.
Oh, that's so cute. They've got little stumps to sit on. And this is at Lauriston Castle, and there's public toilets here. Look at this. Isn't this cool? So this is kind of like a secret spot hidden in the woods. It's really beautiful. And the kids can learn outdoors, which is really good for them. This is the base. Someone's been eating cheese strings and Lucozade.
Storm frozen cheese strings.
What a snack! That's so bad. We should all volunteer to come do litter picking.
Those are happy days and you were all little and you liked going out and you liked the bowl of chips.
We're out right now, and we still like chips.
Back when you were alive.
Back when we were alive? What do you mean?
So this is the way from the first kindergarten to the toilet. So it's a well beaten.
Oh, that's the toilet path. Okay. The pond. Isn't that beautiful? Here they are. This is the castle. Lorson Castle. Very cool. That's the house that the man that looks after it lives in. And then there's this, and it's owned by Edinburgh Council because the family that owned it last, the Reeds, donated it to the city of Edinburgh and the people of Scotland. So it's publicly owned and they do tours, and I highly recommend. There's my family running away from me. Fruit trees, yeah. This is the Japanese garden. We're going to see a pagoda to see if it has any graffiti in it of people that Josie knows. Because it might. This is kind of a gathering spot for the local youths to come and get drunk at night time.
And the yummy mummies.
And the yummy mummies, they come in daytime.
They come in daytime to talk about how bad the youths are later on in the day, do the same thing.
Yeah, they mostly just want to bitch about young people, then they go, oh, they're just from your house. Like, the Silverknowes youths don't come here, but like they do. It's their own kids that come here. Look at that nice tree. Wow. Here we go. Not really a pagoda, but whatever. It's pretty ugly.
Whoever it was that was going to come down here and clean this up hasn't done a very good job, so could you put it back down and then back, please?
Oh yeah, just tag the person that says it and goes, there's loads of tins down here. I didn't have a bag, but if you could get down here and get these tins picked up, that'd be really good. You're in charge.
Yeah, I'm the organizer of the thing.
I'll do this guys.
Oh god, that's a shame.
Why couldn't they just pick up the tins underneath there?
What does that say? Gumus? A transgender Gumus.
I thought it said Gemini at first, but
Do you want to go straight down?
Yeah?
Yeah, like over where?
Get this over with, Rachel. It's so pretty though. Japanese gardens. This is the exact real life view of the painting that I just painted. Look, can you see it? That's so cool. There's the view of Cramond Island. That's the island there. Through the bushes. You can see the beach. It's beautiful. Big rhododendron bush. Here's the castle from the back. It's even more beautiful from here. And that's a croquet lawn, which you can come to. And these bushes are really overgrown. It's so amazing. They're usually like kind of short. Looks so good. Bees! Caution, honeybees at work, do not disturb. And then there's the sign. It says Lorson Castle Apiary. And you can kind of see all the hives. Very nice. I'm gonna stay away though. Oh, it's so nice. I remember doing little art classes in there. It was so cute. Oh, they've got cabbages. Oh, I'm gonna take it down. That's sad.
That roof thing is slid off from the top. That's open. And the pane is down there.
Oh wow.
Michael, great pleasure to meet you. I think you're going to sing some.
Charlie, are you
hymns.
okay?
How have you found
Charlie.
Very interesting because it's an impressionistic
She's purring.
style
Oh.
of music.
I'm
It's
so allergic
very
to her.
unpredictable.
The next day.
Hey, Pirate.
Maybe I'll just get my wee haircut now.
Oh,
Does it
he's
smell
so good.
Yeah.
We're sitting out in the garden today.
Okay.
You're coming with wine. Julie's reading Rachel's safari book. Beautiful.
Oh, you
Guinea pig station. Have you found a little snack? Are you hungry? Is he nervous?
He doesn't like being in the air.
Can you see me? I really hope so. So welcome back to our kitchen. I'm here. It is the evening of Wednesday, and I spent the last couple of nights in my parents' house. We went on that nice walk to Lauriston Castle. That was beautiful, and it was like a really sunny kind of couple of days. So today we're out in the garden, and Julie came over, and that was really nice. And now I'm home again with Paul, with the cupboard that you've seen before. So what I think I'm gonna do is like kind of a fun job is fill it up, because the way I see it, I don't want to be like, I'm struggling to like not be controversial when I make these videos now about the house. It's an empty space, and that to me means it's like in danger of being filled up again with the wrong kind of stuff. Today we had an unfortunate time because of the last clearing up in the kitchen. A bag of our stuff didn't make it all the way out of the house, and then Paul's mum found it, and then she was kind of unhappy about the stuff. I think every time she sees it when we've cleared stuff out, it's like a bit of a shock for her. But if the stuff's already gone, then it's like, okay, the shock's over and now the stuff's gone. But this time she had that shock feeling and stressed about other stuff anyway, like other stuff. And then she could see the stuff, and then she was like, oh my god, and then trying to save it. And then what ended up happening is that instead of the stuff going to the rubbish, she just took it away with her in a bin bag. So that's not what we want. We don't want to just move all her stuff from from this house to her other house, because that just clutters up their other house. We're trying to help her like clear out. That's really the goal. Against her wishes, obviously. But just a little bit at a time. As I said, I did do a bit of research into the best way to handle these kinds of things so that they don't have such a big impact on the person. And I think now Paul's thinking that it would be better for us, if we do just blitz it and clear out loads and loads of stuff in one go. But I'm still kind of worried about that, because I'm worried that will wound her and she won't be able to forgive us, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to cause any trouble with Paul and his mum, for obvious reasons, because we're about to get married, you know. And she's such a lovely person. She's such a good person, and it's just this one thing that she has where she just doesn't want to get rid of things. And even I was showing you guys the mail, which I thought was quite an easy thing to get rid of. Even that, she doesn't want to get rid of old mail, any old mail at all. So I think what our new plan is to just get stuff out of the house as fast as we can to make things more painless. Because if she doesn't know what's gone, then it's less hard to be upset about it. But if she knows what she's losing, it's like worse. But that's not what I'm going to do today. Today what I'm going to do is put stuff just in this cupboard. I'm not going to take stuff away at this particular moment. I am going to take more stuff away, but not right now. So I've got a few options for what to put in here, and I'm not really sure what to do. We can do, well, I suggested to Paul we could put the plates and stuff. This could be like a full-on like dinner set cupboard, but he wasn't so into that. He thinks it's fine where it is. I was thinking we should move it because it's really low down where it is, and he has to like lean over, but he doesn't. It's fine. So that's okay. We'll put something else in there. So my next big plans were glasses and mugs. There's already mugs and some glasses in here, as you can see. So I think that's fine. I think definitely this half could have some of that in it. And the other thing I was thinking was the crisps and snacks, because they take up quite a lot of room along the top of. Right, I'm back. My camera cut out there. So what I was saying was I want to take stuff from the snack department, which is all up high and cluttering up our counter, and then put that in this cupboard. And that's it. Yeah. I've been kind of thinking today, like, what are some good, like, when you're talking to someone who's got this, like, these hang-ups about stuff, what some of the best, like, arguments you can say to them to make them reconsider having that much stuff. And one of the things Paul said worked out for him was that basically this is her house. She owns this house, but she doesn't live in her house, so it's like not her space, and we have to live here too. So he's saying, like, you know, it's not fair on us to have us live like this because you have all this stuff. And that's true, and that was effective for her in this case, but for a lot of people that's not the case. For a lot of people it's like they only have one house, and we're already very privileged that this is a multiple house situation. So in those kinds of situations, if you live with someone that has too much stuff, like say you're a family and you're like a teenage child and your mum has too much stuff or your dad has too much stuff, you need to have ways to talk to them about it. And you never get that opportunity to have a clear out while they're not there, which we are lucky to have, because I wouldn't be able to do any of what I'm doing if she was in the house right now. So one of the main things that in my opinion are important, but I also think are effective arguments to like introduce to someone to like help them think about it from a different perspective, is one I said to Paul earlier, which is that the clutter is a fire hazard. So if you have so much stuff in your house that it's blocking a doorway, like the door in our kitchen was slightly obscured for a while. It was hard to fully open it, and it would slow people down getting out of the house. We could still open and close it, but it would slow people down. That is like an increased fire hazard. And windows could be locked, that makes it a fire hazard. But then also the volume of paperwork kept inside bags, like stacks of paperwork, are extremely dangerous in a house fire. So those are things you can say, like, hey, like, have you ever thought about what would happen if there's a fire in the house and there's so much stuff sitting around? That would be really, really dangerous. And one of the other things that is effective, and I think we should talk about more in our family, is like a sort of kind of like a hygiene based problem. But one of the specific problems we have is moths. We've got wool carpets, so we get lots of little tiny moths that eat wool carpet moths, I guess, I don't know, house moths. And they like to live in dark, they're not like light moths, they like to live in dark crevices. So the more stuff you have, the more clutter there is. There's more places for those moths to hide and to breed, and that's their preferred breeding environment. So I actually found some moths breeding in our kitchen in a pile of the pile of stuff that sits on our countertop, and that freaked me out a lot because bugs in the house really freaks me out. And I was just like, it really gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, we need to get the stuff off the counter because the food shouldn't be out on the counter. it should be in the cupboards. It should be enclosed. And I know that Rose, I mean, like Paul's mum, is also really into being clean. Like she really, like, she makes sure the dishes are done all the time, all the laundry. Like she really like cleans the kitchen every time she comes over. She cleans our kitchen for us. So I think if we go for that thing that's like, if there's less stuff, it can be more clean, and there's less places for the moths to hide, and that protects the carpets because we want to protect the carpets because they're nice fancy carpets. Those are all positive things. So those are just a couple of things I was thinking about. But if anybody else watching who has like a similar situation and they've found other things helpful, please tell me, because the more things that we have to talk about, the better. Because it's still a struggle. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do now is just turn this camera around, crank it round, get the time lapse on and I'll show you me filling this up. I've got a chair because I'm too short. You can see I kind of can't reach this top shelf, so I'm gonna get my chair and be very careful because everyone else is in bed. And I'm taking all the glasses out of the normal glass cupboard, putting them on the counter, and I'm going to try and think of a good order to put them away so they take up the least space. Then I'm going to do the mugs, and then I'm going to do the snacks, and then what I think I'm going to do, which is really exciting, is put all the flour and stuff away where the glasses used to be. That's my plan. I'm sorry this lighting is so bad. It's really bad lighting. That's better. Anyway, wish me luck. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my kitchen. So this is not how I want it to be. I've got one that I couldn't fit in here down here. So I want to try and just basically stack the mugs so that they all fit. I'd really like to have most of the bottom shelf free for our snack department. Also another thing that I've done is I put all the glasses at the top and then kept the ones that we use the most often, like down in the bottom. I don't know if you won't be able to see because of the door, but they're in the back corner, they're lower down so I can reach them still, and so even Paul struggles to reach the back of that top shelf. So those ones that we use all the time are more accessible, and then the sort of wine glasses we don't use very often, they're up at the top. I think I'm the shortest person who lives here, so really if I can reach them then Rose can reach them, no bother. And the other stuff that we've still got in here that's kind of problematic is the deodorants. I'm just going to take them out. Deodorants still live in the kitchen. I don't care who you are or where you come from. That is not how it works. So I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to think about where they need to go. But the bathroom is high up on my thinking there. Thinking the bathroom. But I also really wish there was like an actual expiry date on them, because it says that, like, they have that pharmaceutical thing that says like 12 months expiry, or not, maybe they don't. This one doesn't. Some of them do. The roll-on ones I think have that like 12 months, 18 months, whatever. But I just don't know when the start date of the 12 months was. So like, how are you supposed to figure out when to throw them away? Don't know. This one, what's this? This one was 50p. I mean, it even a copyright year or something would be kind of handy. Oh, this one says 2018. I don't know. Talc free. I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Anyway. Well, not throw them away because they're not used, but I don't think they deserve to be in this cupboard with its new special, like, how with its new specialness. Yeah. Sorry, I keep sighing. Like, I feel like that's like my life. It's like every second word I'm just like, but like that's kind of how I feel on the inside, because this is kind of emotionally draining and stuff, going through this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stack the mugs, and I'm not gonna show you that because that's well boring, and then I'll just show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay. Okay. This is it. How well can you see? Pretty well. That's it. That's the cupboard done. It's full. I already explained it. I'll come in front of the camera. So we've got all glasses at the top. Some of the glasses are still in boxes, or like multi-packs of glasses. And then we've got all the mugs. I stacked them up into pairs basically, and now you can reach them really easily. Glasses that we use the most often. This weird tankard thing. This is like miscellaneous stuff I wasn't sure what to do with. And then snacks. We have a lot of snacks. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit ashamed of how many snacks we have, but whatever, it's a collection. And then I actually even had a little bit of extra space, so I got to put our like long life vegan milks up there, like our oat milk and stuff, cartons. They're in there. So their previous storage space was just on the floor beside the fridge. So it, like, anyway, that's done. Ta-da! And the top of it's empty. I don't think you can see it in this shot, but there's nothing on the top of it. So I feel kind of, I don't know, I don't feel very good right now. I feel a bit sick. I feel kind of like emotional, but I think that's because I just went back on the pill again because of that medical trial thing. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit all over the place right now, but I'm glad that that's done. And what I'm going to do now is try and rearrange this cupboard over here that I took the glasses out of, and then put other stuff in there that's also out on the counters, and then there's going to be even less stuff on the counters, and that's, yeah, it's like starting to make a really dramatic difference inside the kitchen. So I'll show you that when it's done too, and then I think I'm going to stop for the night because I'm getting a bit overwhelmed and too hot because it's really hot today, and I'm just going to rest for a while. Okay. Who's in the house again? Come on, sweetie. Come on now. You need to go outside. This is not your house. You sweet, confused old man. No, Jock, wrong way. Hey, wait, go. Psst, psst, psst. Come back, come back, come back. Jock, no, no, no. Okay. Okay. Yeah, come on now. Jock, come back this way, please. Please? Yeah, come back, come back. Come on now. No. No, that's not the right place. Come on, mister. Come on now. No, that's Daphne's. Oh, we're thirsty. Okay, come on now, mister. Come on. No, come on now. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Okay. Right, I'm going to close the door. Out we go. Jockey, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, he's gone now. Oh, good night. Oh, okay. So Jock's gone now. I just had one more thought about what I was talking about earlier, like points that you can talk to someone about if they're like a person you're struggling with who maybe has too much stuff. There we go. So it's to do with food. So because this is a kitchen and there's too much stuff, it's really cluttered. We've got so much in the cupboards that we don't know like what the stock that we have is. And because there's only 2 of us and occasionally Paul's parents come around, there's 4 of us, very rarely they eat dinner with us. We only need enough food for 2 people. And what happens with the way they buy food is that they buy too much food. They buy more food than you could eat in a certain period before the food goes off. And additionally, because you forget everything that you have, you keep buying more stuff, and then you feel like you have to eat the new stuff because it's gonna expire, and then stuff ends up at the back of the cupboards and it gets older and older and older and older. So me and Paul have been through the stuff periodically now, cycling out the stuff that's out of date. But I've just been through again. There's a whole new wave of stuff that's out of date, like cherry menthol sweeties from 2015, or where are these from? Oh god, what does it even say? Oh, old cheese biscuits from last year. I don't know, what, it's just old stuff. It's old. And they don't eat stuff that's out of date. Paul kind of eats stuff that's out of date, but even there's a limit even on that. And I'm clearing out, so I'm taking out the stuff that's out of date. But yeah, the main point that I was trying to make there, got a bit sidetracked, is that it's wasteful of both food and money to hoard food. It's wasteful because that stuff goes off and then you can't eat it. And it's a waste of money because you're spending money on food that you're never going to eat. And it's also kind of like somebody else could have had that food, you know? Like if you see food in the reduced section and you pick up because you're like, oh, that's reduced, I'll grab that. And then you don't eat it before it goes off. Somebody else that maybe doesn't have much money and really needs to get their food in the reduced section has missed out on it. And they could have had that food and you've taken it, being greedy, and then, you know, that somebody else can't get it. So I think that's a good argument. Some people might have counter arguments, I don't know, but that's one I think is really good. I don't think you should hoard so much food that you can't eat it all before it goes out of date. One of the things that's kind of funny is that one of the big arguments for buying loads of cans and having loads of cans, because we do have quite a big can collection, is that they're like, what if there's a natural disaster? And we're like, you know, we need to survive. And it's like, that literally happened. Like, we're in it. This is a natural disaster. We were stuck in the house. There were food shortages. Like, it really happened. And we still had too much stuff. So there you go. We have had too much stuff. The shop's never closed. The world goes on. So yeah, I'm not wanting to hear that what if something bad happens argument anymore, because it did and we were fine. I'll just show you what I've done and I'm going to stop now for the day. And that'll be me. Okay. Might not look much different to you, but it does to me. It's kind of crazy actually. So you'll notice that bit's all clear now because the snacks are in here, snack cupboard, and this bit's got a lot less stuff because the mugs went into the bit up here, mugs. So that's exciting. But then as I was like shuffling stuff around, I wanted to get bread in the bread bin. So look, the bread bin filled with bread. Ta-da! Bread bin full of bread. And then all the flour used to be in there, and now that's in here. This is our baking cupboard. Look at that, baking area. And then up here we've got like disposable stuff, so like paper plates, napkins, and then this fancy tea set back up at the back that never gets used, so I'll just put it at the back. And then up here is overflow cups and mugs. So it's inorganics up where we can't reach them, and then organic stuff, well, you know what I mean, like food expirable stuff down at the bottom. And then vitamins also are in there for some reason. And then this one, I'm really proud of this one too. Ta-da! I don't think I did it before of this one, which is a shame, but now what we have here, instead of like crazy we don't know, is all our sauces, sauce department. And then this is teas and coffees, and then that's like biscuits and like weird like breadcrumbs and spices and that kind of stuff. And then that's kind of like miscellaneous stuff that didn't fit. And there's some space left, so we can actually put more up there. But that's so exciting! Tea and coffee, we have a tea and coffee shelf. And then we've only got this stuff left on the counter now, which is like a big improvement, and I think we'll be able to get that away as well once we've cleared out more in here. Maybe that's Paul's dad's cupboard, which is his special area. We've got these two, we could put stuff on there. We've got options now. It was Paul's idea to do this cupboard first because he said we should do the biggest thing first, and it's kind of like good. I think he was right because that has helped us a lot. It's been going much faster doing these ones now. I'm just excited to like get it clear and then make it pretty, and I can put like a bunch of flowers up here and like, you know, it'll just be nice. These are clean dishes. And this stuff here is expired food. That's going into the bin. But yeah, that's my work for the day. Good night, everyone. Look at this sleepy baby's been sleeping next to me all morning. Not even after Paul got up. Hey, sweetie. I love that she has this line where her chin is like this peachy colour, and then her top lip is black. Daphne, you're so cute. Are you gonna get up now? No? Okay, bye-bye. Hi everyone. Sorry it's been another kind of long video. I just really wanted to I was like putting off editing, so I ended up just filming for more and more and more days, and then it ended up being like a 6-day long gap. But I think there's definitely new updates I need to talk about. The main thing is that the government moved us into stage 2 of easing the lockdown. So the rules now are kind of complicated. I'll see if I can look up a quick little summary. Of lockdown Scotland. Here we go. Oh God. Okay. So, the First Minister announced that from Friday the 19th of June, people who live on their own or only with children under 18 will be allowed to form an extended household group, Scotland's version of a social bubble. So, that means you can join up with another household as long as one of the households is a single person or a single parent. And that means they can meet indoors without social distancing and can stay overnight. And that'll be nice for a lot of people. There was also a new update that while you're visiting someone at their house, you're allowed to go in their house to use their bathroom. And an additional rule to do with that, 3 households are able to meet together as long as they're outdoors and there's less than 8 people. So like, I can't think of an example. I'm not gonna like list specific people, but if you're in 3 households and there's like a household of 2, and a household of 3, you can all meet up and use each other's bathrooms and stuff outside in the back garden and whatever. Dentists are gonna open again. Professional sport's gonna open again, but I'm guessing without audiences. Places of worship are going to open, but they're just going to be like open all day, and then people can pop in for individual prayer, but they're not going to hold services. Construction's going to start up again, and I'm sure there was something else. I think shops with one main entrance can open up, or like stuff with one. So I think the zoo's going to open again, and like big stuff. So it's the biggest relaxing of the rules we've had so far, and it's really good. And in personal news for me, I had a big meeting with my supervisors the other day. I didn't really film anything the other day, but the main things that happened were I had a big meeting with my supervisors, and we talked about my PhD stuff, and now I have a deadline for that finally, which is awesome. And then after that, I met with my friends Lisa and Harry, and we had a nice little dinner outside at Holyrood Park, and that was really good. And then today, we went to do another homeless shelter with Bethany, like I did in a previous video. So we went along and we made chicken curry, and we deliver the food to everyone, and they all sit at one table each. They've got a table each, so they're nice and far apart. And we made them like a side salad, and they had trifle for dessert, and it was a really lovely night. And it was both my parents, me, Rachel, and Josie. So it was the first time ever. It was just our family that did it. So my parents were really happy about that, and it was just really lovely. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do now. It's been nearly 100 days, day 99. I think I'm gonna stop making videos for a while, basically, because I've got this deadline for my PhD now. That needs to be my main priority, and maybe if something really exciting happens, I'll make a video. But for now, I'm definitely gonna take a big break, so it might be a couple of months until I make another video, or I'm not gonna say, because I really need to get it done, and now's the best time while we're still kind of locked down. You know, there's not too much going on as distractions, so I need to just crack on with it. But I'm sure I'll come back eventually and then say how it went, or you know what I mean, tell you how it's going if I think of anything good, like tips for PhD people while they can't get into a library or something like that. But yeah, anyway, wish me luck with my PhD. I'm really really anxious to get it done and really hopeful that it passes without any problems. And I hope everyone watching is okay, and I'll see you again another time. And in the meantime, if you've come across my channel like recently, after I've stopped uploading, I've got like dozens of older videos you can look back on and leave me a comment. I'll still be able to see the comments and reply to people and everything. So yeah, anyway, goodbye everyone.